A misfit band joins together on the path to fame. But when all eyes are on the band, nefarious schemes happen in the background. While Siri, S. Lee, and Peren attempt to pull off their petty crimes, they rely on the help of Whiskey and Rindir to help keep Alexa in the dark on what's really going on whenever Alexa and the Echoes take the stage. I'm your host and dungeon master for this game, Anthony M. Copeland. Let's have the band take the stage and start the show. Alright, you just completed your first concert. After the gig, the audience is leaving, and the bar is quieting down.
Woo! So, what kind of deal can we get here? Apparently, we obviously did pretty well here. Get our room comped?
You don't have anywhere to stay in the city?
I'm kind of high, so I can't remember.
Sure, you can stay here the night, that's fine.
Do we have a place in the city?
Yeah, do we have a place?
Well, it depends. Is this the place where you, grew up together? Are you students of one of the guilds?
Well, Alexa had kind of been travelling with her family for a long time. I think she ran off to join a band.
Fair enough.
I grew up under the sea. This doesn't look familiar.
In a pineapple?
In a pineapple under the sea, where the tridents live, and it's better where it's wetter.
Yeah, I was about to start singing songs from Little Mermaid. Under the sea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Because we're not underwater right now, right?
No, you are not.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Siri, don't you have to soak yourself in water like every hour or some shit?
No, that's a different.
Yeah, you're not. You're not quite as bad as that, but you probably would have to stay pretty hydrated. You're uncomfortably close to the desert city, so
Yeah. Can't really tell, but what?
So we'll assume that you.
No, my mushrooms are just really kicking in, so my character's just really stupid right now.
You probably met a couple of days ago when you were all just busking and decided, hey, we should,
Around this time, you hear Whiskey come back to life and start kicking his drum set like, what? Like he's still in a fight.
Let me at him!
Yeah, his drum set just goes flying and then he just goes back to sleep.
Looks like your halfling already picked his bed for the night.
He'll be fine.
There are beds for the rest of us?
Hey, elf, sneaky boy, want to give me a cut of that?
Right, and I asked a cut of what?
Oh, come on now. We both know what you've been up to. You want me to let you keep doing it?
I'll give you a cut once I figure out what I have.
Fair enough. Roll a D100 plus a D20.
Also, how much did we get from just donation?
You can roll roll 3D. So you got 53 at the door, and
We made more from donations.
you did make more from donations.
So 36 gold and silver and 7 silver.
36 gold, 7 from picking pockets. But you managed to get 53 gold at the door, so.
Damn!
We know how to put on a good performance. What can I say?
So how much are you going to give to Paul?
I'm trying to donate
Still.
7 gold.
7 gold pieces?
7 gold pieces. And all of so
Is that really all you got, son?
that's all I've got. I can spare because I have to split it up with the rest of the group.
You need to get better at that. Size up your marks better. I'm sure you'll get it with practice. I expect double that tomorrow.
Okay.
So, now that you've paid off the bartender, do you want to go take your room?
I feel like while that was all going on, Alexa was probably taking away her look.
Siri made sure Alexa didn't hear any of that conversation. It's being loud and annoying beside her.
What kind of things? I'm kind of curious. What sort of?
So I'm guessing I'm just going on like a super high tangent. Like, you ever really think about death and like what it really means? And like, is it really the end of all life, or is it going to be? Is there something afterward? Just kind of that nonsense rambling that high people.
You get a half-drunk halfling coming up and like begging her forgiveness for starting another bar fight at her show.
Alexa's not really looking at either of them. She's just looking at a spot straight ahead and muttering under her breath whether this was a good idea or not.
Your invisible friend is face palming.
Can I go get my broken hand drum?
Yes, you can go get your broken hand drum. Do you want to use have mending?
I'm a monk. I don't have any spells.
Fair enough.
I have mending.
Yeah. Does Rindir offer to fix his drum for?
I'm gonna walk up to the mage like the kid from please sir, can I have some more? Can you please fix this?
Oliver Twist.
Yep, Oliver Twist. Thank you.
Yeah, I could do that for you. I think. I put my hands on it and I cast a spell. I took mending specifically for instruments.
One of the drunks gets back up off the floor, shakes his head, he's been drinking a lot, goes, that was really good, like, top notch. You should probably go, you're good enough to be led into Havana. You know that. Havana. It's a magical place.
I say thank you, and I buy him and his friend that I knocked out a drink. How much would that set me back?
Probably only be a couple of coppers each for cheap beer. I'm not assuming you're only going to get them cheap beer.
Oh, they're getting the cheapest shit, because that's what I'm drinking.
Yep, couple of coppers. That's fine. Are you asking him anything else as he drinks? Or are you just going to let him ramble? Or
I'd want to know where Havana is and what the hell it is.
Do you want to do another history check? See how much you already know about?
Does it have to be history? Okay. Yeah.
8. So this is all going to be pretty much brand new to you. He talks about there's a place that's like a paradise where everybody takes care of each other and does things for one another, and everybody does what they're good at.
Now, I'm going to give him a little tap on the face and be like, yeah, no, can you tell me what it's actually about?
What do you mean?
Just like a little tap. Yeah, I'm not going to do my full 1d4. I'm just going to give him like a little bump and be like, 1 damage. Like, yo, I don't need the brochure. I need some actual information.
What'd you do that for?
I may be at 1 hit point, but I need some info here.
Go to City of Gate like everyone else and line up and try to get in. Like, come on.
Oh, it's a different city?
Yeah.
Alright, no, I'm out. I follow the band. That's what I'm here for. So, I'm out.
Do any of you, with your passive perception, pick up on some of this?
I have a 12.
Yeah. I'm showing a 13 on your sheet.
Oh yeah, maybe it's 13.
I'm pretty sure I have the highest passive perception.
Yeah, the highest. Rindia, Alexa, and Peren all have a 13, though. So they may have heard a few words. Whether or not they want to pay attention to those is up to them.
Yeah, I suppose I would be listening in.
Do a history check to see what you know of Havana or the City of Gate already.
13 total.
Not bad. Yeah, you've heard of other people and people who were desperate. They've packed up and hit the road, and they've decided to go to the City of Gate to see if they can get in.
Yeah.
But you also know the whole reason why the City of Gate exists is because most people get turned away at the gate, and since they had nowhere else to go, they just settled there. Right on the doorstep of Havana.
Oh, that's interesting. Be sure to write that down in my notebook.
Alexa has packed away her fiddle? Loot. Okay.
I think Siri is going to go find Peren and kind of, so how much did you get?
It wasn't a lot. I had to give 7 to the barkeeper and all of the silver, so I only got 29.
So from donations at the door, I got 53. So we'll just add them together. Just tell everyone that's what got donated. All right.
Yep.
All right.
So that's 80. Yeah, 82 gold altogether.
Oh, so do the rest of us not know, or are not supposed to know that they've been pickpocketing people at the show?
What is Peren's official role in the group? Because
He helps you with security.
he helps you with security. All right.
So how it works? Everyone besides Alexa knows, and so we don't mention it to Alexa, and we don't. It comes up or he gets caught. We do not let Alexa know.
Which is why I threw my drum at that guy's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of you probably had this scam going for a while in town center before Alexa decided to, oh, hey, you're a band. Can I join you?
Yeah, we needed a front person.
That makes sense.
Perfect sense.
So you've had your first gig. You're packing up for the night. Everyone's going home. Some of the drunks have taken rooms for the night as well.
Before bed, we'll probably have a band meeting, right?
That sounds good. Are you going to meet in your room or going to chat in the bar?
How many rooms did we get?
You got one.
Oof.
Dibs on the bathtub.
I'm sleeping on the stage.
Okay.
I am not currently asleep. I woke up to apologize to Alexa, but then I'm going to go back and sleep on the stage.
What'd you guys think? Did that go good?
I thought it went pretty fucking great. I say, with blood dripping down my face, with a broken nose, black eye. I'm beat to fuck. I got 1 hit point.
Alexa just motions to Liz and like, are you sure this went great?
I just give him the double thumbs up, and I go pass out on the stage.
So you're drifting in and out of consciousness just to interact.
Yeah, I'm barely there. I'm swaying back and forth, like, yeah, and then I go pass out.
Your concerts usually go this way?
Well, according to Paul, the innkeeper, the fights break out sooner. You must have been doing something, right?
I suppose it did go well then.
I actually have a question for the DM. How long has our band been here?
Well, you've been playing for at least 3 hours, I would say.
Oh, so we just arrived at this tavern tonight.
Yeah, this has been your first gig together. Previously, you just did stuff on the streets, busking.
So that explains our terrible performance. Okay. I'm asleep. Ignore me.
We'll get better as time goes on, but takes a little while for everyone to kind of get used to each other's performance.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But you could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
But we ended up making 82 gold, but I don't know math very well, so 80 divided by 5.
80 divided by 5.
And then the 2 will remain in the band.
I mean, technically, you don't have to give it to Wiz because he's currently asleep.
16.
Siri is too high for math.
So we'll insist on Wiz getting his cut.
Oh yeah, totally. Don't worry, I won't cheat, Wiz.
You guys are so kind.
That said, I'm probably just gonna stack the gold up right next to you.
just put a single stack of coins on the side of his head as he's sleeping.
Yeah, I do want to point out I'm the only reason that our rogue did not get caught.
No, you're not. No, you're not. He actually managed that.
Oh, well then I didn't get knocked the fuck out.
No, you didn't. You didn't. He rolled really well on his deception. It would have been fine.
Yeah, you just kind of started a fight to start a fight at that point.
Well, that's what Wiz does, okay? He tried to help in the only way he knew how.
After you've had your band meeting and split up the gold, Wiz has already fell asleep on the stage. Do you all want to find places to sleep in the room you've been offered?
Bathtub, hold it.
Just calling the bed.
I'll go in the corner with my little displacer beast tub. He's in his own little cage.
He doesn't look like he's in the cage, but he is.
It's so trippy. It's like it's Schrodinger's displacer beast.
I don't know if Peren is. So would you have gone to bed with the others? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
In typical rogue style, he's probably picking out the darkest corner of the room to hide in. He's sleeping under the bed.
He's sleeping on top of the wardrobe. Or in the wardrobe, upside down.
Dun, dun, dun. I also fill the bathtub with water, by the way.
That makes sense.
As soon as I hear those gold coins plop down, I'm going to scoop them in. They don't get stolen.
Just picturing that gif of the cat where it reaches out and pulls it underneath.
Yep. Because I know I'm in the middle of a bar. I'm just going to scoop them in.
The elves amongst you only need to take 4 hours of meditation. So I believe at the moment that pretty much just Peren. So Peren gets 4 hours of meditation and then can go slinking off into the night to do some more larceny if he wants to.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Now, are you going to try and rob Ori's, or are you going to go elsewhere in the city? Not to risk angering your patron.
Elsewhere.
So it's pretty dark in the city. Apart from the lanterns of guards walking the city, there are various small homes nearby. There are grates giving you access to the sewers.
Are there any empty houses?
Empty house, yeah. And when you say empty, do you mean abandoned, or do you mean that it's normally inhabited, but the family is out of town?
It would be inhabited, but nobody is there. Not an abandoned, rehabilitated.
Yeah, so those are going to be harder to come by. Yeah, if you sneak around for looking for signs of habitation, you'll probably find one house. Actually, do a perception check.
Looks for the ones with a bunch of newspapers out front.
The one that still has yesterday's milk bottle doorstep. Yeah, perfect. You find a house that's lived in but currently unoccupied. So you're a burglar. So yeah, given that as long as you're not loud enough to wake the neighbors, you can steal from there to your heart's content. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me if you can, Peren. 21! Alright, so you find 9 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
Damn!
Yeah, works.
If you want, we can roll to see exactly what kind of gems they are.
Okay.
So we've got a jade, which is translucent light green spinel, transparent red gemstone, 2 jets, 2 garnets, 2 corals, and an amber.
Okay. Would I be able to find another house that's vacant so that we wouldn't have to stay in the tavern?
Do another perception check for me.
Are you looking for a base of operation?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you do find a house that's empty, but it's not completely dilapidated.
Would the person in the party be able to fix it with like their mending spell?
Yeah, you can probably get it fixed up and livable the next few days. You probably wouldn't want to make it look too lived in from the outside unless you're willing to forge papers, make it look like you own them, you know?
That's what I was gonna. So when I would come back, I would tell Siri about that, and if he has a forgery kit to create documentation.
Very nice. Okay, wahahaha. Did you guys have a good time?
Well, I know I did, and I hope you did as well. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Games and Geekery's Patreon Sessions, where we played D&D with our supporters on Patreon. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider joining our Patreon page, where you could claim your spot in a future session. You'll also be invited to join our highly engaging Discord channel, exclusive to our patrons. We hope to see you there. Join us next time for another adventure with the Games and Geekery Patreon players.